1460, 610, 1240, and 1470. The Talk of Connecticut.
Eric Herbst, do check out his website, incidentally, which is DizzyFishMusic.com. Dizzy, D-I-Z-Z-Y, just like it sounds, fishmusic.com. Eric Herbst, lead singer, songwriter, guitarist for the Connecticut band DizzyFish, joining my husband Morgan and me in studio. Eric, again, it is so nice to have you here today.
It's a pleasure being here, really, it is.
And to meet you in person, and we've convinced Eric to actually play that guitar.
Yeah, that was hard.
That was actually all
usually my family's trying to get me to stop playing.
That's right.
Had to twist his arm here.
Yeah, exactly. So set the stage. What are you going to play for us?
Well, this is actually a song that I wrote in high school, believe it or not, and I didn't play it much for 20 years. And then I played it for the band last year, and they all of a sudden started singing backup vocals like the Beach Boys on it, and everybody loved the song. So now we do it. Play a little bit of a truncated version, but it's called Margie, and it goes like this.
Eric Herbst.
Margie, Margie dear, if you just came over here and whispered 3 words in my ear, I'd give the world to you. What's an hour's wait for you? I've waited near a year or two, maybe even half my life to be this close to you. Margie, Margie dear, won't you please come over here? Let me whisper in your ear, baby, I love you. What's an hour's wait for you? I've waited near a year or two, maybe even half my life be this close to you. Margie, Margie dear, won't you please come over here? Let me whisper in your ear, baby, I love you. This is where I want the marching band to come in when we play it on a big show.
Oh, there you go.
Rum bum 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 rum bum 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 rum bum 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 rum bum 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 rum 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 bum 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 bum. Margie, Margie dear, won't you please come over here? Let me whisper in your ear, baby, I love you. I don't know just what you see when you look at me. All I know is how I feel when I see those eyes. Margie, Margie dear, won't you please come over here? Let me whisper in your ear, baby, I love Margie, Margie dear. If you just came over here and whispered 3 words in my ear, I'd give the world to you.
Oh my
goodness.
Eric Herbst, Herbst is the spelling of his last name. DizzyFishMusic.com is his website. Oh my goodness, Eric.
That was great.
Thank you.
And that was from high school days, huh?
Yeah, I wrote
Set
that
on the
about a
shelf?
girl who stood me up in 9th grade or something.
That's what I was going to ask. Okay,
No,
tell
11th grade,
Tell us
I
the
think.
Margie story.
Oh, she was just a wonderful girl that,
Did you ever get into a serious relationship with her?
No, we dated a couple
Does
of
she
times.
know the song that you wrote about her?
It's funny because I've just recently talked to her on, because Facebook now you can connect with anybody. So she's heard it since then.
How
but I don't
cool.
think she never heard it in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, now see, that's a shame, Eric.
Well, she was a year ahead of me, and she went off to college probably when I wrote that, and then she never really came back around.
Well, I bet she would have had she heard that song.
Thank you for saying that.
What a wonderful voice you have.
Oh, thanks.
Now,
Go ahead.
Eric, how long have you been with the band? When did you form that? Get involved?
Well, I put DizzyFish together, but what it was is I was doing all kinds of different things and traveling all over the world, and I would come back and I'd only have a couple of weeks that I'd be able to do something, so I'd call up my friends and say, let's throw together a quick gig. And after a while, I realized I was calling all the same guys, and and they were just tremendous together. So I said, you know what, we should have a band, and we started DizzyFish, and D-I-Z-Z-Y Fish, one word, and that was about a year and a half ago. The recordings that you've heard so far were recorded within 2 months of the band getting together.
Really?
So, and I've left you a live DVD that I hope you guys take home and enjoy. But the whole show was
Terrific.
recorded live. And, they're just great guys. I've got, do we have time to just mention the guys?
Absolutely.
Sure.
There's
Got to hear about your guys.
All right. Well, Scott Guberman is the keyboard player he plays piano, and he also plays Hammond B3, which to me, when you have a Hammond in the band, it's like,
And a Hammond is a keyboard?
Hammond is an organ with the spinning Leslie speaker that makes it sound sort of like Allman Brothers-ish, or a gospel-y. It adds like a little hair of gospel. He's played in Grateful Dead bands all his life, and he's actually toured with a couple of keyboard players from the Grateful Dead.
Are these all Connecticut guys?
He's originally from Hartford. He was living in Springfield for a while, but I think a pretty young girl just is bringing him back to Connecticut as we speak.
Love is the best reason to relocate, I would say.
It really is. And then there's Mike Calavopi, who, if you don't know Michael Calavopi, you got to come out and see him because he's the best natural guitar player I've ever seen. And I'm very blessed to have him playing with me. And then we've got Davey D, who's a bass player from Meriden, and Davey is the comic relief in the band. He's always got us laughing or doing something silly on stage, so he's great to have around, keeps the mood light. And Tom Naj is a tremendous drummer who, when blues guys come through the state, a lot of time they call Tommy to come play with them. So it's really an eclectic mix of musicians that all bring their passion together, and it makes DizzyFish something special.
Very accomplished.
What a great group.
Yeah.
And we can all go hear them play this Saturday night. They're opening for NRBQ at Toad's Place right in New Haven. Tickets are free and available on their website. All you need to do is click the tickets button or on the Facebook page. The website again is DizzyFishMusic.com.
Yeah, you should have no trouble finding us. Any browser that you use, whether it's Chrome or whatever you use, or whatever search engine, type in DizzyFish, one word, and you'll find us.
It's interesting. We just have a couple more minutes with Eric, but I did a show on Monday, Eric, and Morgan knows this. It was the first time that I ever devoted the entire 2 hours to one theme, to one topic, and I called it Second Acts. People who reinvented themselves midlife and really abandoned something that they had been doing but not feeling passionate about and took up something that they really had passion for. You're doing that.
I am. And I think there's a lot of people doing that right now. When the economy took a dive, it sort of let everybody reevaluate where they are. And, if you're going to struggle do something you love. You don't need the iPhone 5. I hate to say it. You don't need all the new gadgets. What you need is to have family around you and to be doing something you love. So...
What a great note to end this on, because tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I love that sense of gratitude that you just shared. That's what certainly the holiday's all about. We need to remind ourselves of that. So I love that. You're a blessed man.
I really am, and I'm very thankful for the interview, but I'm also thankful for everybody in Connecticut who supports DizzyFish, because it's a great place to play music and live.
Oh, I love that.
Wonderful.
DizzyFishMusic.com. Eric Herbst, Herbst, from Cheshire, back in Cheshire, playing this Saturday.
Opening for NRBQ at Toad's Place. And if you haven't been to Toad's Place in a long time, come on back. It's a great venue.
That place is jumping. I've not been there in many
The
years, but Toad's
Stones
place.
have played
oh,
there.
my
Bob
goodness.
Dylan's played there. B.B. King, Stevie
And
Ray
this
Vaughan.
Saturday, DizzyFishMusic.com. DizzyFish is playing there.
DizzyFish
oh my
is
goodness!
playing
Opening
there.
for NRBQ. Free tickets are available on their website. Just click on the tickets button or on your Facebook page, which is
It's DizzyFish. It's Facebook/DizzyFish Music. But like I said, the easiest way to find us is just type DizzyFish into any search engine.
Eric. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. And if you ever want to have me back, I can give you 2 hours if you
really,
want.
I would love to have you back.
Wonderful.
It's always terrific to share the studio with a talented musician. So thank you so much.
And you are that.
Oh, I thank you both for the lovely compliment.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Connecticut.
We'll keep in touch.
Okay.
Mary Jones, Morgan, we'll be right back. You're listening to the Mary Jones Show the day before Thanksgiving. We're getting ready. We are going to show some restraint at the dinner table tomorrow. I just know it.
Speak for yourself.
We'll be back.
Happy Thanksgiving, Mom.
That's great.
That's wonderful.
This is the Talk
That's
of Connecticut.
wonderful, Jerry.
Thank you so much.
WDRC-AM and
Absolutely, we'll have you back.
WDRC-FM HD3 Hartford, WSNG Torrington, WWCO Waterbury, WMMW Meriden.